this book is not a book for job seekers. It is a manual for CEOs and aspiring CEOs. It is a self-administration guide, if you will, and it kept me glued wanting more from its very first page to the very last. But Vacancy is quite different. It was engaging enough to keep a restless person like me connected from start to end. And it was very practical and instructional. It first starts off on the premise that your life is your responsibility. Therefore, committing you to accepting that you are first the CEO of me company, and that your other job in which you find yourself is simply an outsourcing of yourself as the personnel of me company. It therefore awakens you to the honest of taking responsibility for this company that is doomed to fail without you. So whether you're a job seeker or the head of a Fortune 500 company, this book sets you on a course of self-rediscovery and realignment. This book makes your job output quite easy. It tells you you have just one assignment to advance me company: solve problems. It then shows you the next 11 chapters, how to prepare yourself for this task and winning attitudes that ensure you blue chip clients. And by blue chip clients, I mean customers and employers. It subtly motivates you, setting you at par with the likes of Steve Jobs, Aliko Dangote, Mike Zuckerman, Mike Adenuga, and Richard Branson. Yes, it inspires you and ignites a flame within you that anything is possible. And yet it reminds you that none of this will come but by strategic thinking, 5 wise virgin planning, grit and hard work. One of the unique selling points is it holds you accountable to everything you learn in this book. For example, each chapter ends with a common sense summary and action exercise, and I don't mean Ben Maribu's kind of common sense, real common sense summary. The truth is that if you do not implement the action exercises at the end of each chapter, it will only go to prove you were simply reading to while away your time. On the converse, if you do implement them, you're exactly the man who built his house on a rock and expanded his tent to become a blue chip CEO. Mind you, most CEOs are not entrepreneurs. They're simply me company owners who understand their mandate and pursue it. This book urges you to think value first and always. It inspires you to invest in yourself continually and improving the value chain of me company's outsourced business, therefore increasing your net worth. It invites you to take an adventure into learning to living the lifestyle of a genius. It differentiates for you your primary ability and your supportive ability and how to hone them. It urges you to go the extra mile and at the same time to work smart and work hard and shows you exactly how to do that. I think the most important lesson in this book for me, and for hopefully the millions who will read it, is that leadership is about problem solving and taking responsibility. It takes you through practical steps on how to lead yourself, how to discipline yourself, and embrace the principles of finishing well and finishing strong. It reminds us that it is folly thinking we can ever lead others if we fail in our primary jobs of leading me company. Leadership comes at a price, and this book shows us step by step the courageous way to pay it. It equips us to negotiate our way to the top, network in an engaging way, and it teaches us how to own the heirs of the kings and the laws of twos that can make or mar us. This book also affirms my strong conviction that any job you're not passionate about is not worth doing in the first place. Now, I left school 16 years ago this month, and I wish I had this book 20 years ago. I have not done badly for myself, mind you, but I still have some way to go yet. So I'm glad this book has come at the time that it has, and thank you for making it available.
As I read, I kept thinking I need to buy copies for all the people who work with me and for the few who are not very literate. I kept thinking of how I will cite FLS and Mr. Abiodun to produce audio copies for the not so literate staff that worked with me. That no one should be deprived of the treasures of this book. Not the Malam at Hussein Markets, or Mama Bisi, or Ndu Bisi at Idumago Markets under the bridge on Lagos Island. This book is not only about your workspace. It's applicable to your friendships, relationships, your marriages, leading a home, leading a church, leading a country. It is a how book. And how books are the best types of books. They more than inspire you, they walk with you to the place called there. If every young person in this country got a chance to read this book, we might just be on our way to increasing our GDP. That is how much faith I have in this book. So it is without hesitation that I recommend this book to your must-read bestseller list. Thank you.